We then have a surprise entrance by the superstar formerly known as Ricky Starks.
Yes.
They never used his name here.
They never said his name one time.
They never used his name on social media.
No.
I think we're going to get absolute Osiris Griffin.
Everybody in the building recognized him.
Yep.
And he came out and he was just in street clothes. He had sunglasses, could have been any fan. But man, the moment that guy stepped on screen, they all knew who it was and they went nuts.
Tell them that they're paid by a con.
This was the best Collision in years.
Had great matches. It was also just a great wrestling TV show in general.
And this crowd.
Awesome.
They should just move in here.
Yes, this should be a permanent home.
This was the best fucking crowd.
Roddy, Adam, Kyle. They look like the Sherman-Williams color wheel. Tan, cream, eggshell.
I like that joke. My new favorite wrestler name, Brick Savage.
If they keep this blue light
Oh, please
on a
no.
hologram,
No.
That'd be
I'm going to write a strongly worded letter.
that would be no buys.
This Megan Bain, so far in her AEW run, she just stands there and looks at people. And that's it.
It is time for the Harley Halftime in Houston concert. The most entertaining you've ever been is when I had my hand up your puppet ass. So Mercedes smacks her, and Harley seethes and seethes and seethes and screams, "Feel the wrath!" This whole thing ruled. Lance Storm and Brian Cage are destroying geeks backstage. Well, it's Lance Archer, but Tony called him Lance Storm.
yeah.
Which caused Dawn, of course, to freak out on Twitter about a horrible insult this was to Lance Archer to call him Lance Storm. Mark Briscoe versus Kyle Fletcher.
God damn.
Boy, howdy.
Most pay-per-views don't have matches this good. This is awesome. Just an outstanding wrestling match. Royal Rumble winner Jey Uso comes out. Everyone goes crazy. They like his song so much, they play it like 5 times, then chant one more time, they play it again. I'm here to confront Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes comes out. That takes forever.
By the time Cody got in the ring, 15 minutes had
Thank you.
passed.
Jacob Fatu interrupts. We have more entrances.
Yeah, but goddamn,
They've
this
built
Jacob
the entire
Fatu.
show out of entrances.
If they want to do a 3-minute Jacob Fatu entrance where he's just cutting the promos entire way to the ring,
His promos-
I ain't going to complain.
His promos are awesome.
He is great.
LA Knight comes out. I want you to know, if you have to have a cry, go ahead and do it. It is good for your mental health. It doesn't make you any less of a man. He's about to wrap it up and he says, "Oh, wait, I forgot to get my stuff in." I laughed. 10 minutes and 35 seconds of entrances. They wrestle for exactly 49 seconds and go to commercial break. They're telling you the match doesn't matter. I was screaming, who would watch this show if they weren't paid?
Well, here comes Solo Sikoa, and he attacks Cody. That's what the main event was all about, not the wrestling. And it's like that so often that it doesn't matter if the show's an hour, 3 hours, whatever. You watch the main event, and you half pay attention because that's not the important thing about that segment. It's whatever happens after the main event.
To show how Netflix has been messing with the numbers, week 1 had 17.7 million viewer hours, which they divided by the 3-hour length of the first show to get 5.9 million worldwide viewers. Since then, the show has been 2 hours 30 minutes to 2 hours 35 minutes, depending on the week. A 2-hour 30-minute show with 80% live and 20% watching an edited 2-hour version. A real figure should be based on an average of 2 hours and 24 minutes.
Granny, what do you got today?
I'm going to have trouble with my wrestling report because my lighting is not very good here.
She's got a flashlight.
Here we go. I used my flashlight. Is that okay? I finally
No! You must do the show in the dark.
Yeah, can you turn more lights off?
watched Cody versus Kevin, pushing and punching and all this
Hey,
stuff.
did you like one of those belts more than the other, Granny, by chance?
Oh, my gosh.
One did had more designs on it.
Yes, that's the Winged Eagle.
Granny Brian's just trying to find somebody to agree
He's a
with him,
thief.
so.
I think Vinny agrees the Winged Eagle is the nicest belt there's ever been.
Brian, I do too, but I don't like beating a dead
Yes.
horse.
Well, that's what this show is all about now, isn't it?
Yeah, the alternative is coming up with something new to say, and that's out of the
Yeah,
question.
what are we going to talk about other than that?
There was
Can you
pink as
guys
well.
do this after?
Okay, well, shut up. Go ahead.
So he gets up there and gets the two belts for the win.
I like the tuba.
I like that might be a tuba above the ring, yeah.
That's one I need to see, a tuba above the ring match.
If a father frog goes yip it, and a mother frog goes yip it,
Excuse me.
how does a baby frog croak?
What?
Tonight I'm having chicken and some potatoes and green
Is this a
beans.
riddle?
And so
What am I?
I'm going to have my dinner after I get off of here.
Midnight Express attacks Bill Watts from behind. And Bill Watts is selling this like literal death.
He's actually selling it like a guy who'd never done an angle ever before, which is quite ironic. He laid there like a dead body. That's a pretty heavy angle, dude. They killed Bill Watts.
Very briefly, we see Max Caster alone in the ring, and I thought, Max Caster is opening Dynamite? Why? Fortunately, he was there to be killed by Hangman.
Golly, this Max Caster. Bowens and Daddy Ass they vanished.
Yeah.
Max Caster is an absolute, total, complete geek. Brother, you got a career. You're young. What are we doing here, dude? You're killing your career.
Wheeler hits a low blow, cradles Kyle, and wins. Boo! That was the first time the Trios title will cool in at least 6 months. Now that's going back on the shelf. But the match was awesome.
I did think that the Undisputed Era should have won. I think that this show has had unrepentant heat for a long time now.
Yeah.
And this would have been a nice day to give the babyfaces a big win. And behind Samoa Joe, there is a fan. He hears chicken ass coward. And the moment those words come out of Samoa Joe's mouth, he is caught completely off guard. It processes in his brain. He throws his head back and goes, ha! Ha! Chicken ass! At the top of his lungs. You can see him mouth it out. He lost it. Dustin's like a double champion, and he just got beat. I would have preferred a little more of a heel finish, and I thought maybe Jarrett was going to interfere, but it looks like this whole MJF Jarrett thing, I don't know, man.
It's dead now?
That's what it seems like to me. It looks like they're moving right on to
Hangman.
MJF and the Hangman. Feels like the hottest feud in AEW at this exact moment.
We get the start of a custom rap video with Mercedes Muppet, and it's Harley Cameron rapping.
It's fucking awesome. For all of you that want Harley Cameron to win the title from Mercedes Moné this coming Saturday night, without thinking with your heart, think with your brain. In 5.5 years, how many times has Tony made a change like that?
Very rarely.
To the best of my knowledge, the answer is never.
Picks up Spike, and he smashes the briefcase, which gets dented. Doesn't open.
Find anyone you know, show them this segment where Adam Copeland screams, I am going to show the fans what I think of this belt. And then he raises a board covered in nails above his head, and he begins smashing the briefcase like Donkey Kong smashes barrels. Ask them, what does this guy think of the belt?
It's more way, that's okay.
Every single one of them will tell you, well, he hates the belt. He wants to destroy the belt.
Yes.
They're not going to tell you, oh, he's trying to get it out of the briefcase
Right.
so that he can show it to the fans and celebrate. So this was very weird.
Roxanne then comes out doing the old school Bailey entrance. They're playing the old music. She's got the gear on. She's got the hair tied. Unfortunately, the Bailey buddies were destroyed. The wacky waving arm inflatable tube men, they're gone. Bailey is enraged by this. I guess if someone broke into my house and stole my old gear, I might get a little hot.
Bailey, Roxanne, and Julia. Dude, that match could be fucking great. Now we've added Cora Jade. And it's a 4-way. So inherently, the match will not be as good. It's one of many things on this show where, like, when the show is over, it's like, okay, well, you know, all right, whatever. My excitement for this show has just fallen.
Hank and Tank versus Miles Bourne and Tavion Heights versus Josh Briggs and Yoshiki Inamura.
This was everything that people who don't watch Ospreay and Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks tell us that they do, even though they don't. These guys did. It was 1 million moves at 1,000,000 miles an hour, completely and totally choreographed from start to finish.
Oh, yeah.
Zero room to breathe. It was one continuous 7-minute tone. Oh, this JDC was way more fucking exciting when he was Fandango.
Yeah.
He is just a fellow. He does no special entrance, no special music, doesn't dance, His promos are like a normal guy with a normal voice now. He doesn't even do the weird, creepy Fandango voice,
Nope.
which added to that
He's
character.
just Johnny Curtis.
He's just a guy. And I was always a huge fan of Fandango. I thought he was underutilized. But, yeah.
We then have a surprise entrance by the superstar formerly known as Ricky Starks.
Yes.
Everyone goes crazy. He's in the crowd. Everyone's going nuts for this. The announcer's like, we all know who this is. They never used his name here.
They never said his name one time.
They never used his name on social media.
No.
I think we're going to get absolute Osiris Griffin.
But they were doing everything in their power to not say Ricky Starks. And the fans are chanting for Ricky Starks. And I was like, just say the guy's name. Fuck, who cares? You can change it. Doesn't matter. But say it now. But I will say, everybody in the building recognized him.
Yep.
And he came out and he was just in street clothes. He had sunglasses, could have been any fan. But man, the moment that guy stepped on screen, they all knew who it was and they went nuts. Your new top heel faction is Shawn Spears, who has never meant a thing in NXT. The Virgin, their driver, and Izzy Dame. That's your new top heel faction? Hey, listen, I'll give it a chance. I'm a nice guy, I like the show.
Yeah.
But I saw that faction, and I was like, good luck, Shawn.